Welcome to beautiful Windsor, Ontario for today's coverage of the OCAA men's soccer bronze medal matchup between the Seneca Sting and the St. Clair Saints here on We Digital. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Justin Prince. We're glad to have you with us at Acumen Stadium as both of these teams look to try and get some hardware for all the hard work they have done throughout this 2021 campaign. The Seneca Sting are looking to back up the bronze medal from 2019 with an additional medal in 2021. They'll be starting off today with the goaltender and Anthony Terreri, along with Ali, Waith, Martin, and Spittle. I want your starters. Gwen also makes the start today, along with Bartholomew, one of the couple changes to the roster for today's matchup, with Rashad Griffith starting alongside Zach Ziatoli. Aaron Toliono starts alongside with the last of the newer additions to today's matchup in Domin Ruel. Now, the St. Clair Saints, they look to try and win their first medal since 2000, where it is Patrick Mayhew starting with Evan Mendonca, along with Maxwell Pollard Jr., along with Teo Grejovic, who is now at the line today after having a red card in the quarterfinals. Austin Severino starts alongside Carlos de Gloria Jr. with Dylan Hayes, Santos, Pava, rounding up the lineup. Thomas Kojal starts in net today. The weather much more clearer for today's action, it's worth noting, after it being a very rainy time throughout the weekend. We'll get to that in a moment. Today's officials, meanwhile, it will be Vassal Deke starting as the main referee today, along with Patrick Ansel, also along with Marco Zanzik along as well. Jafir Mohammed will also be amongst the officials today. 4 officials in total will be a part of today's crew. Currently, players are in the midst of their pregame introductions before today's action gets underway from the Rose City. These respective teams, if you go back to the history of the OCAA, played against each other in the initial championship as part of the sanctioning body in 1968. Its weather conditions today see light rain expected in the forecast. With it being 10 degrees Celsius, it feels like about 8 degrees currently. 15 kilometers per hour winds are gusting as high as 23 kilometers per hour. The humidity, very humid, 94% for today's action. That's a look towards your weather conditions, and you can see just how much that wind can be swirling here at Acumen Stadium. At some points, the flags were blowing in opposite directions from one another throughout yesterday's semifinals. Now, it's the matter of which teams can come away with a bronze. For Seneca, they look to get their 8th total bronze in program history. St. Clair looking for just their 2nd in their first bronze since the 1990s. Both teams now wrapping things up for their opening ceremonies for today's action here on We Digital. Both of these teams had lost their respective matchups in the semifinals yesterday. Seneca was upset by George Brown College 2-1 yesterday, after a strong start by the Huskies, including an own goal in the first 15-20 minutes by Seneca. St. Clair, meanwhile, was to bounce back after having a 5-1 loss to Humber. Seneca hopes to get things sorted together after being one of the top-scoring regular season teams in the OCAA, where they have 30 total goals, second best, along with the top shots on goal at 72 in the campaign. Seneca today will be wearing the red jerseys with the black shorts. St. Clair will be wearing their white jerseys with the yellow and green trim for this bronze medal game. It is worth noting as well, many fans have come out to cheer on the St. Clair Saints as well as the Seneca Sting today. The grandstands fairly full for today's matchup. Just about set to go. St. Clair will start off with the ball for this first half of play. Seneca will begin in the second half. St. Clair looks to try and get a victory in the Final Four in their first appearance since 2012 here. We're underway from Windsor. St. Clair starts things off, tapping the ball. What's the defenders? Side kick towards the side. Moved on quickly for the pass, bouncing its way this time in the direction of Pollard. Loses the ball quickly, battling back and forth. Now it's Pava. First-year player from Brazil. Watch this one gets floated up. Bounced around. Now towards midfield. Still trying to pass it around St. Clair. They struggled with moving the ball yesterday against Humbert. Jr. loops on back, still remaining in, touches the ball. A more patient approach being taken by the Saints today. Greyhovic trying to pass it before the tackle attempt, able to do so. Move back past Greyhovic once more. Approaching 1 minute into the first half of play here on We Digital. This is the bronze medal game for the OCAA Men's Soccer Championship from Windsor, Ontario, as the first free kick whistle blows for the day. Seneca quickly gets the ball to start things off for their attempts. It's Ali. Wrecking back and forth amongst the defenders, now with midfielders. McGlenn. Passed on back. Bit of a scramble. St. Clair trying to provide some pressure. Move back and forth. Now taken into St. Clair's territory. Passed up along the side. The Sting trying to charge ahead. Trying to dart around still. Seneca. Moved on back this time. It's Gruel. Doniolo. Passed along. Now move towards the box. St. Clair scrambles as whistles blow. And an error free kick situation appears maybe coming here. A couple St. Clair Saints were raising their hands as a result of that whistle period. Seneca with a good opportunity for this free kick. Potentially here. Kicking it this time will be McGlenn, who was very active in terms of touches yesterday in their matchup against the Huskies. He looks to boot it in through. Headed towards the goal and scores! Doniolo starts the scoring very early, and Seneca is on the board. It's 1-0. It only took 2.5 minutes this time for St. Clair to allow a goal in a half. Remember, Doniolo amongst the All-Stars and was the Defensive Player of the Year for the season. And now he gets the Sting on the board, 1-0. Just 3 minutes in, St. Clair is already down. Hovek passing it back and forth. Hovek calls for the pass back to one of the defenders now. The Saints go for the float pass to Gloria Jr. Tries to track underneath it. Now bounce back to St. Clair. Fight hard, draws a bit of contact. McGlenn was trying hard to break that up quickly before the whistle. St. Clair elects to boot it off quickly. Immediately headed away by Seneca. Rolls past McGlenn, back in the direction of Mendonca. Mendonca tries to round the corner. The shot quickly kicked on down by Seneca. The Sting trying to kick it out of the box, instead deflected down. It bounces its way back to the defender for the Sting. Passed around to midfield. Battle hard, broken up quickly. Now, move back once more. Pollard floats it now across the field. Bounces its way to Mendonca. Mendonca tries to set things up again. He avoids the slide tackle as that ball goes out of touch. Just the first time out of touch today. Say, here's Mendonca at last touched. Keep in mind that a majority of this play throughout this tournament, Acumen Stadium with its artificial turf, has seen the majority of the time the goaltender electing to go for the quick pass rather than the goal kick. This one passed back to the goaltender once again. Terreri nearly intercepted on the quick pass. Seneca still trapped deep in their own zone as that one goes out of touch for the throw-in for St. Clair. Thrown in quickly by Pava. Pava quickly loses the ball. Broken up by Gruel that time. Pass back once more. St. Clair has an intercepted. Broken up on the pass back. St. Clair with an opportunity. The quick shot from far out. Broken up by the Sting. The goalkeeper dives on top of Drury. And now give them some breathing room. Just 5 minutes into play. 1-0 the scores for Seneca. The Sting moving it around to midfield. Intercepted once again this time by Hayes. Moved up Mendonca. Mendonca floats it up, knocked down by the goalkeeper. Grohl picks it up once more. Grohl. Passed up again, Martin. Having a loop back this time. Lots of pressure being provided by DeGloria Jr. DeGloria Jr. along the far side. Grohl passes it back along. Moved along towards midfield. A quick bit of contact, no whistle, an error slide tackle attempt, and that this time will draw a quick whistle for a free kick. Quickly passed along after that opportunity. McGlenn floats it up the field. Zatoli tries to cut in the box. A nifty pass. An opportunity. Knocked down to the box this morning. St. Clair tries to keep it in touch. Instead, they end up touching it on the slide, and that sets up a corner kick. First corner kick of the day today. The majority of those attempts, not just about all of them, were quickly headed away or broken up through the box yesterday. Quickly kicked on, headed away by St. Clair over the woodwork, and they call for the corner kick on the opposite side. The shot percentage for Seneca was the best in the OCAA in the regular season, keep in mind, at a .337. They had to beat Seneca, or rather Sheridan, 4-3 in penalty kicks to make it here, October 23rd. It was after one of the strongest performances of the Bruins. Their program's history, as that one's knocked away on the corner kick. Bounces its way to St. Clair. Lots of open field to work with. A long floated pass zips its way past Alley. Two Saints try and track past it, and Seneca gets some breathing room as that goes out of touch. Throw-in. DeGloria Jr. gets it off the throw-in. DeGloria Jr., the only player to score for St. Clair yesterday during the semifinals against Humber. DeGloria Jr. watches that one's picked off by Seneca. Kicked up towards midfield. Broken up and bounced around. The defender's now able to come up with it. Zatoli. Bounces it off a couple Saints. Rolls its way to Spittle. Spittle had a very quiet day yesterday with minimal touches. He tries to juke out a Saint. Cuts in the box. Goes for the shot over the woodwork. It goes and out of touch. And that will set up for a goal kick. Well, the first for Kogel of the day today. Thomas Kogel had played 2 regular season games and now has been a critical part for these postseason matchups here this weekend. First-year player from Windsor. St. Clair tries to pass it along. Moved up towards midfield. Bounces its way past Alley, and they call it out of touch. Junior trying to tightrope along the edge of the sideline. Throwing coming up for Seneca this time. Sting, combining their postseason efforts, keep in mind, would be about 6-1 or rather 6-2-1. Now, as St. Clair picks this up, St. Clair avoids the tackle attempt. Moved up. Pollard tries to sprint up the field as Junior tries to spin it away, loses the ball. The Sting back with it again, broken up quickly though by Grehovac. Grehovac kicks it along to Junior. Junior tries to go cross pass. Bounces its way in towards the net and quickly draws a whistle. This will set up another goal kick opportunity for the Sting. Approaching 10 minutes into play here on We Digital. Glad to have you with us from the Rose City. And a long boot this time for the goalkeeper. All the way into St. Clair territory. Seneca trying to put on the afterburners through traffic broken up by the Saints again. St. Clair tries to take it back upfield to the middle third. They go once more. They were trapped in this section much of the day yesterday against Humber. This one's knocked out a touch and nearly into the scoreboard. That one was deflected off the foot of a Seneca Sting player and nearly into the board. As this one's thrown in by St. Clair. Moved around back and forth. Once again, Severino had passed that off. Now moved up this time to Gloria Jr., the quick deflection. Two different Sting players try and break this up along the side. The Gloria Jr. kicks it ahead. And a quick whistle. And a player goes down this time for Seneca. See a bit of a discussion now. No card comes out. Free kick, Seneca. And it's quickly passed on back once more by the Sting. To the goalkeeper it goes once more. Drury. He's among one of the 4 All-Stars for the OCAA in its Central Division this season, that goalkeeper. Martin Spittle Toniolo. All starting in this bronze medal game as more whistles blow an hour free kick coming. Seneca quickly gets back to work. Now a quick tackle. And this time Junior knocks him down within 3 seconds of that. And quickly, Ali is not happy. You see Junior's response as now some of the other Seneca players are talking. Toniolo. Order restored as the Sting get back underway. Gruel. Pass back to the goalkeeper. Drury. Moved up to Ali. Ali. Passed across midfield. Move back once more, Martin. Bounced around, slide tackle to keep it up. Spittle. Pass back around midfield yet again. An air slide tackle for St. Clair dodged. Moved up. Zatoli. Zatoli tries to sprint towards the middle of the field. Bounces around, this time to Martin. Back and forth. Zatoli, the shot. Scores! Zatoli, the 4th-year player from Markham, Ontario, gives Seneca a 2-0 advantage over the St. Clair Saints. That is his 2nd goal this tournament, after having the only credited goal against George Brown yesterday. Just about nearly 13 minutes in, St. Clair is down 2-0. Remember, the Saints went down 2-0 yesterday to Humber in the first 10 minutes of that matchup. Seneca quickly picks the ball off quickly from Mayhew. Moved up and picked off once back, again back by Santos. Santos tries to keep it in touch. Play is still going. Couple players hesitated there. St. Clair tries to pass it up. Junior had it slide tackled away. Bounced back to Pava. Pava loops back. Once again, moved on to Hayes. And that's ruled out of touch on the pass to Pollard. And the captain not able to keep it within the boundaries. Allen. Now he will throw it in, and you see some of the discussions now after that one. And some whistles blown after that quick throw, and because that discussion appears. So they'll reset it here. Quickly pass back and forth. Ali. Kicked on McGlenn. Move back once again. Toniolo. To Ali. To Toniolo. To McGlenn. Glenn floats it up. Far side once again. Bounces. Bit of contact. Wait tries to speed up into space. He gets the pass. Into the box. St. Clair breaks it up. Kicked away by the Saints. Moved up towards midfield. Junior into Gloria. All set up there. Now passed along once again. Moved along by Junior. Floated up for the Gloria Junior. Dived on top of by the goalkeeper. Drury able to quickly break up the opportunity for the Gloria Junior. The best chance St. Clair's had yet. They've had 2 shots so far recorded today. Seneca 3. Ali. It's going to kick the lawn. Gruel. Again, softly kicked. Back to Gruel. Ali calls for it. Ali to Toniolo. Seneca trying to stretch the field. Zatoli floats it up down the line and out of touch. Martin, the intended target, as that will set up a St. Clair throw-in. when it comes to the St. Clair Saints, we mentioned the first Final Four since 2012. They had made it in 2001, 2008, 2011, 2012, had lost all those games and matches in the bronze medal match. They look to try and come back here just past 15 minutes in to the first half. Kick back and forth by Seneca meanwhile. Toniolo. Floated far up the field. Knocked down by St. Clair. Looped around by Pava. Pass back and forth. DeGloria Jr. now tries to sprint into space. Knocked down with the right foot of Gruel. Ali. Back to the goalkeeper. Drary. Passes along to the far side. Kick through two different Saints. Broken up by a couple more. And another whistle blows. Free kick opportunity appears coming up here. Junior and McGlenn were tied together for a few moments there, as a couple warnings have now appeared to have been given field side. Some of the contact. So far, Seneca taking a similar approach to what Humber did yesterday, trying to spread things out and take things patiently. Drary kicks it to Ali. Passed up McGlenn. McGlenn now picks up the tempo. Misses Zatoli, bounces to Hayes instead. Zatoli tries to break things up, and another whistle called for a free kick. Chance possibly here. St. Clair quickly gets back to work. Pass across field, intercepted. An opportunity goes for naught. Griffith not able to come up with a pass. Ali now with a chance to break it up does. Bounce to McGlenn. Glenn around the midfield line. Slowing things down. Bartholomew. Bounced around by St. Clair. Now back to the Sting. The Sting with a good chance. Martin. The quick pass. Bounces off the side of the foot of Griffith. St. Clair tries to chase after it. Goes out of touch. That quickly sets up a possible opportunity here. Quick throw-in. Action. Quickly sees a player knocked down. McLean goes for the shot. Scores! And the celebrations already underway for the Sting. Just nearly 18 minutes into the match, the Sting trail 3-0. Or the Saints trail 3-0. St. Clair down 3-0. Junior. Deflected around. Move back to Pava. Pass now. Long near side and floated up. Moved along this time for DeGloria Jr. DeGloria Jr., the quick pass. Pollard can't keep it. And another whistle and another free kick coming from contact from behind. Hayes with a hard bump from behind on Zatoli. Zatoli quickly kicks it. Moved around. Picked off again by St. Clair. Pollard. Pollard looks for a space. Floated back up towards Pollard. Ali breaks it away. The tackle bounces off the foot. Pollard, as that will set up a throw-in opportunity for the Sting once more. Again, 3-0 to score for Seneca over St. Clair in the bronze medal game for the OCAA Men's Soccer Championship. And a possible situation here. We might have a card coming in. Yes, we do. First one directed towards St. Clair of the day today. and has been getting chippy down there for parts of the early going, with the Sting scoring 3 goals on 4 shots. Seneca elects to pass it back. The Sting back and forth. Alley. Now with it once again. Toniolo. Roll to the goalkeeper for the goal kick. Followed up nearly to midfield. Loop back towards McGlenn. McGlenn floats it down for the pass. Quickly kick back and forth. Spittle trying to help lead the charge. Along the side. Wait. Pass back. Junior picks it off. That time intended for Bartholomew. Now rushed up for Gregoria Jr. Offsides the call. Seneca quickly passes it once more. The Sting getting good command here for back-to-back bronze medals at this point. St. Clair breaking up this chance by Seneca. Junior. Hard bit of contact. That's McGlenn. And tempers flaring from the fans outside the windows as well. Now St. Clair quickly passes it along. Junior avoids the attempt from behind. Now tries to float it ahead. Junior gets the pass once more. Junior hesitates. Junior tries to deep. Junior loses the ball. Junior spins it around. And now another whistle. Seneca will now set up for a free kick. And instead just kick it to the goalkeeper. Sting passing it back and forth, continuing the patience game. Alley, back and forth. Moved up once again, Spittle. Passed along and picked up once again by St. Clair. Severino just stays within touch. The Saints floated up. Knocked down by McGlenn with the header. Seneca tries to stop it, and another hard bit of contact. Play continues. Pollard. Floated up. DeGloria Jr. with a chance. DeGloria tries to get the shot. Broken up by Seneca. Kicked away. Now moved up by Spittle. Spittle tries to speed into space. Santos tries to break up the pass and does. Spittle and Santos battle hard. Now moved up again by St. Clair. So far, Satoli, let's put it this way. It's been a part of a strong day today. Started off with a scoring. It's been a part of that score line in an active way. Knocked down by Seneca, meanwhile, in the St. Clair attack. Back and forth. Seneca goes. Approaching 25 minutes in. Moved up by Spittle. Griffith sees a kick to McGlenn. To Allen. Underneath Alley's foot. In fact, it rolls. Zatoli. To McGlenn. Back to Zatoli. Back to McGlenn. Move back amongst to the defenders. Now loop back and forth. Forced retreat all the way back into their own territory again. Gruel. First year defender passes it along Alley. Zatoli. Toniolo to Zatoli yet again. Hayes now battles hard. Now to McGlenn. McGlenn cuts towards the far side. Floats it up for the pass. Headed away by St. Clair. That rolls out of touch and visits the fans in the bench. And quick contact after the throw-in leads to a quick whistle. Looking like this may be a free kick coming. So a free kick quickly sees St. Clair try and move it back. Rushing on the ball. Saints float it up. On the side, trying to keep it in touch, and it just barely avoids floating to the parking lot. The Sting battle now within the box. Still back and forth. Does that stay in touch? They say yes, it rolled on top of the line. Guerreri now sets up. Some of these Sting players want some space. Junior is right on top of the edge of the box lines. This one nearly headed down Mendonca. Mendonca tries to charge back at it. Seneca gets it either way. Sting feeling a lot of pressure this time. Gloria Jr. picks it up. McGlenn tries to give chase. Again, contact along the side. Play still active. The Sting have it intercepted. St. Clair trying to pass it off towards Junior. McGlenn trying to break it up. Junior forced to retreat, and their whistle. Their free kick coming. Seneca with the ones kicking it. 26 minutes in here on We Digital. Bronze medal action. The Sting move it out of touch. They're up 3-0 over St. Clair. Junior and Pollard working hard, and Pollard knocks down a Sting player off the ball. An immediate yellow card. That's Tony Oo who goes down that time. Second yellow card given to the Saints today. The Sting set up for a free kick chance. Passed along once more. Gruhl sees a kick to midfield. Move back McGlenn. To Gruhl. Ali moved up to Martin. McGlenn again. It's been one of the more active passers today. That one picked off again. Hayes leads it up for St. Clair. Hayes through to the box. The goalkeeper quickly catches it. St. Clair has recorded a credited shot in about 10-15 minutes of this match so far. Sting, pass it up. Bounced around to Griffith. To McGlenn. With the traffic, bounced back by Spittle. Several Sting have to retreat back. To Gruhl once again. Move around and bounce back and forth. And just about, and does go out of touch. So far today, a lot of quick work being done by a lot of these plays. Seneca quickly getting back to work for the opportunity. Quick dive. Stopped by Kojau. St. Clair trying to do anything they can to try and break on through here. Another chance for them. Bounces around to Gloria Jr. Move back along to Junior. Junior hesitates. Kick back to Pava. Pava floats it across. The quick header. Misses the woodwork. And another opportunity goes for naught. That's shot 4 by St. Clair in this match. And the goalkeeper will get things ready to get back rolling once more in this respective match. A far goal kick headed away by St. Clair, picked up by the Saints. Really picked back up, passed back by Spittle. Gruhl sees it kicked along back and forth. Bartholomew has it picked off again. Trying to get some space. Pollard passed around by Junior into Gloria. Junior moves it now to Pollard. Pollard immediately passes it to the Sting. Bounce back to St. Clair. Greholvac watches it floated now up to Pollard. Pollard tries to kick it over traffic. 3 Sting players knock it down. Spittle now picks up the tempo. The quick kick goes all the way back to the goalkeeper once more. Hayes now tries to move it on forward again. St. Clair's shot percentage was 12 for the OCAA in regular season play, remember, .127. They had just 15 shots on goal in the regular season as well, as another whistle and another discussion to Gloria Jr. this time. For the free kick, Seneca. Just past 30 minutes into the match here on We Digital, Seneca leads 3-0. Bartholomew tries to keep it in touch. Instead, it rolls to the bench. Thrown back in very quickly to McGlenn. Alley with a lot of space to run. Satoli trying to call for some action. Alley still keeps it, now works with Satoli. Satoli with a strong match so far. Watches it get bounced around. And a quick bit of contact, still a chance for Seneca. Kept just in touch, rolling through the box. The goalkeeper scrambles as St. Clair gets it out. Junior kicks it away. St. Clair with a big opportunity, quickly forced to stop. A double team kicks Mendonca off the ball. Alley. Pops, locks, by to Gloria Jr. Bartholomew to McGlenn, to Grewal, to Alley. Tic-tac-toe passing, the name of the game, as Martin now tries to break through for some space with Spittle. Passed out of the pressure this time. Charged up by Waite. Waite floats it through, knocked down by a Sting player. Satoli collides hard with Pollard. And another free kick coming for St. Clair this time. St. Clair trying to communicate. This one kick to midfield. Off of Rehovac. Move around. Move back to defenders for St. Clair again. Taken up and floated to the coaches instead. Seneca throw in. Grewal quickly throws it back. Move to pass it back. Bounced around again. Charging up Alley. Speeding through some spaces, Spittle. Avoids one tackle, broken up by a second Sing. Rehovac now. Has it immediately ripped back. This time by Waite. Seneca resets once more. 6 total shots for the Seneca Sting in this match in the first half so far. Satoli. Moved back by McGlenn. Grewal. Kicked around. Moved up Spittle. Spittle tries to speed past 2 Saints. Again, it's Mayu this time, ripping them off as that goes out of touch. Quickly thrown back and bounced back by Seneca all the way past their own midway portion of the field. Plenty of space to try to roam towards the middle quadrant. Seneca sets up. St. Clair trying to break through for some pressure. Try and force any mistakes here. There's one there. A quick pass from behind to the Gloria Jr. instead. One tackle attempt missed on Severino. Mayhew. Speeds ahead. Passed up to Pava. Kicked along through the traffic to Gloria Jr. Trying to keep it going is Pava. Bounce back to Mayhew. Mayhew weaves past a couple Sting and draws a free kick. One of the few times today St. Clair's had a free kick at this part of the field, but a Saint is down. A St. Clair Saint is now down on the field after that contact. That has stopped play for the time being. So the train staff checking on one of the ankles here. In that circumstance, it is Mayhew. See how the players remain patient here in this bronze medal game. Keep in mind, when it comes to that time, you see, that does not include the added time. That factors in injury stoppages. So this could add a couple minutes. That is to Gloria Jr., who went down on that play. So a substitution quickly having to come in for St. Clair. First substitution of the match. Fortunate for St. Clair, DeGloria Jr. has had some of the shot attempts in this match for them. That's the substitution coming in, by the way, for St. Clair, zipping on in to set things up. The substitution, Magelli, who came in during the second half of semifinal. This one kicked away, headed away. Magelli not able to time it up. Seneca floats it up. Bounce back down. St. Clair still with it. Over Magelli's head this time. Bartholomew trying to get it. Magelli quickly makes contact, and that quickly breaks up that opportunity for St. Clair. The goalkeeper will come and kick this away now, with it being in the box. Under 10 minutes to play, not including stoppage time, to go in the first half. And a long goal kick this time. St. Clair quickly knocks it down. Deflected its way to Bartholomew instead. St. Clair has it broken up by Bartholomew. Passed up to Spittle. Spittle can't get it. Kick back to the goalkeeper. One of the few times Gojo's had a pass towards his direction. He elects to boot it away. Headed back down instead by Seneca. A chance once again. The speedster, Satoli, comes on through. Makes contact as the goalkeeper dives on it. A quick throw. Diving on down to avoid that throw was Santos, as that one quickly goes out of touch. And Santos is now completely down. Santos had immediately dunked down, went back up to his feet after the throw by the goalkeeper, then went back down. So the second player now down for the Saints in this first half. And this means another substitution is coming. Gabriel Santos, the second-year player from Brazil, now being taken to the sideline. The player who has been walking back and forth along that bench now is Jackson Cruz. See Jackson Cruz getting the last of things checked out. Now let's talk about the head coach for St. Clair, as you see the discussions, in fact, in front as well. That is Mike Versalievsky, the 5-time West Region Coach of the Year and longtime president coach of the Windsor FC Nationals Club program. Been a big part of soccer in St. Clair College's history. Approaching the 30th year of his tenure. Play is back underway after the throw-in. Seneca back on the charge. Bounced around, now Spittle. Taking a chance his way. Jukes at a couple. Misses the woodwork, and out of touch it goes for the goal kick. Coach out calling for a lot of space. He wants a lot of space to run here. A long boot up to midfield, knocked down by Seneca. Deflected around Pava. Junior to Pava. Now to Hayes. To midfield once again. Hayes loops back. Boot back to Mayhew. Back on far side, Junior misses. Now picked up by Seneca. Another chance for them. Pass goes off the mark on that mark too. To Griffith. Moved off, in, out of touch. Pollard attempting to keep it in with a header. Thrown on directly to Satoli this time. Satoli right into a battle. Ali moves along for the reset. McGlenn. Early back to midfield. Quickly approaching extra time for the first half of play in the bronze medal game for the OCAA Men's Soccer Championship here on We Digital. St. Clair looking to break through for their first major goal. This instead broken up by Seneca. Bounced around by the Saints still. McGlenn. Picked off again by Grehovac. Moved up back to Hayes. Kick back this time to Kojo. Kojo passed off to Mayhew. Now sped away Pava. Pava flips it up for Pollard. Pollard gives chase. Ali tries to defend. Pollard stomps. Looks for a chance to cut in. Tries to charge around on the right side. A hard slide tackle and a hard whistle. And this could be huge. And that may be a penalty kick opportunity that was in the box. This would be the first penalty kick of the entire tournament. So St. Clair sets up for a penalty kick situation. The slide tackle from behind. In the regular season, St. Clair was 2 for 3 in this situation. That put him in the top 5 in penalty kicks. Grehovac is the one who appears to be ready to go for the penalty kick situation. Here it comes. The shot. He scores! Grehovac scores the penalty kick and puts St. Clair on the board. It's 3-1 Seneca. Remember, amongst this trip to get here, St. Clair had to win in penalty kicks against Durham. They're able to get on the board via penalty kick here. It's now 3-1 in a moment. Off and away they go. Meanwhile, Seneca does. Quickly broken about Pollard. Majali. Now rolled up this time. Pava. Pollard. To the space. Now battling with it this time. Toniolo and another whistle. Quickly bounced around as we are approaching 2 minutes or so to go in this first half of play here on We Digital. As that goes out of touch quickly for a St. Clair throw-in. Bounced around by St. Clair again on the passes. Junior floats it up towards the box. Again picked up by the goalkeeper. And right now, Drury trying to call for space and kicks it instead up to Satoli. Bounced around again by Seneca. Quick contact, and now a Sting player is down. The player is still down. Still live ball. Grehovac. Taken up by Hayes. Hayes has it headed away by Seneca, and now it's out of touch. And again, a player is down. That is Adam Waite, the second-year player from Scarborough, Ontario. He got the start today after coming off the bench yesterday. He's now off the artificial turf. We'll see if this leads to a sub or if they will keep play up. No indication from the Seneca bench. It's quickly thrown in, and immediately Wade puts himself into the midst of things. Martin trying to break it up from St. Clair. Greyholvac loses it. McGlenn picking it up. Passed off to Spittle. Rolls its way past Griffith. Bounced back by St. Clair. Majelli tries to charge ahead. Has it broken up again. Bounced back again to Pava. Pava cuts back towards midfield. Pass back to Greyholvac. Greyholvac forced to retreat again. We're now in added time in the first half of play here on We Digital. 3-1, Seneca the score. Satoli trying to change that mark. Cutting through three Saints as Jackson Cruz sees it deflect around and out of touch. Goal kick is the call, deflected off of Wave. Here is the goal marks. Keep in mind, Satoli with a strong day. Several goals credited to his mark. And then the penalty kick sees Greyholvac get St. Clair on the board. 3-1. Again, an added time currently. McGlenn heads it. Cruz passes it. Junior. Pass to Mendonca. Mendonca passes it far down the field along the side. Giving chase Majelli. That stay in touch. Yes, it did. Now the whistles blow. And Seneca is upset. A lot of hand motions were given by Bartholomew. It's worth noting it's because of a free kick call for St. Clair. St. Clair with a huge opportunity to try and add a goal to the board before the half. A majority of the substitutions for Seneca are on their feet watching this chance. Here it comes. To the box. The header broken up. St. Clair having to retreat back. Greyholvac, the shot. Bounces off the sting. Kicked out of touch. And that is going to lead to a play around the corner. Will they say it's a throw in or a corner kick, though? Corner kick is indeed the call. Kicked up to the box once again. Headed away by Seneca. And that ends the half. 45 minutes down. Seneca in a good spot to try and go for back-to-back bronze medals. They're up 3-1 over the St. Clair Saints. You're watching the OCAA Men's Soccer Championship Weekend. Live from Acumen Stadium. We Digital will be back for the second half in just a few minutes' time. See you in just a few moments here from Windsor. Welcome back to Acumen Stadium for the start of the second half between the St. Clair Saints and the Seneca Sting. The bronze medal game for the OCAA Men's Soccer Championship from Windsor, Ontario, and the main campus of St. Clair College. My name's Justin Prince. So happy to have you with us here for this matchup so far, which Seneca started off strongly with 3 consecutive goals to begin the action, or 3 unanswered. 2 of those came in the first 13 minutes of this match. The only goal so far for St. Clair was a penalty kick in the 42nd minute. Back underway, Seneca starting off with the ball. A lot more sprinting to begin things off. A bit more pressure provided by St. Clair inside the Seneca zone. Bounced around by the Sting, picked up by the Saints. Pollard takes it up. Tries to speed around alley. And out of touch. And a goal kick is the signal to start things off in the first attack of the second half. Being kicked around now by Seneca. Stomping around, popping around, picked off again. Picked up and moved on forward. Junior tries to loop into the box. Instead, it's Spittle who comes away with it. Spittle tries to skedaddle his way down the field. Moved across the other side, kicked away by St. Clair to midfield. Bounced back in by Ali. Behind the foot pass, intercepted quickly by Pava. Pava avoids pressure from behind. Pass to Grehovac, the only player to score for St. Clair via penalty kick. This time passed ahead, and this time a free kick coming up. Zattoli is back up on his feet. This ball will have to be kicked back around. Keep in mind, Zattoli, you see him backing up there, had a lot of conversational words with the officials. You get what I mean. Ali. The good free kick just outside the box. Pass back. Bartholomew. Moved up once again. Minoko. Kick back down the side and just staying in touch for now. Kicked out a touch now. Throw in coming up. St. Clair will throw it in. Jackson Cruz with the throw in. Already bit of contact. Kick off the back foot and a whistle call at Pava. Try to pass it. And a Seneca Sting player has just gone down at midfield before they can get the free kick off. It's Dalen Martin who just did a tumble. Plays back going. And now his back stomped it here, appears. So they'll reset it again. And now a yellow card. That's against Seneca. Martin was the closest to the vicinity there of that. Quickly kicked away by St. Clair, headed away by Seneca. Chased to the corner by Majali. And out of touch. That will be a throw-in by the captain, Pollard. Robin goes to Grehovac. Kicked away by the Steen again. And quickly an air free kick coming up. Contact from behind. And another yellow card. Seneca, another yellow card. 2 in the past 3 minutes. Moved in for the kick and over the woodwork off of Seneca. Corner kick is the call, far corner. Approaching 5 minutes into the second half of play. In the bronze medal matchup for this year's OCAA Men's Soccer Championship, St. Clair trails 3-1 to Seneca as this one just tipped away by the goalkeeper. Corner kick to the near side this time. What a defensive play and what a knockaway by Gerari to avoid it being headed away. St. Clair tries to kick it back. Kicked on through, scores! St. Clair within striking distance. And the faithful who have come out to Windsor to watch this bronze medal matchup are on their feet. It is Evan Mendonca who kicks it in. St. Clair now trails 3-2. And they will re-kick this. Mendonca, a huge goal for St. Clair. St. Clair trying to provide a lot more pressure now inside the Seneca third. Kicked into the St. Clair third now. Mayhew tried with a sprinting match and more contact for a whistle. Minoko, who did not start this game, mind you, started in the second half, rather. Making a bit of contact will lead to another free kick / goal kick scenario for St. Clair. Headed by Magelli. Kick back and forth by St. Clair. Moved up, Greyhovac. Magelli. Bounced around and out of touch. Huge chance coming up here. Seneca wanted that to be a goal kick. Instead, it's another corner kick. St. Clair scored on the last one. Can they do it again? The kick over the woodwork and on towards the top of the American and Canadian football uprights. Seneca gets themselves a bit of breathing room now, though a couple Saints are trying to provide a lot of pressure here. That one having to be quickly passed. Bounces its way this time off Satoli. St. Clair now kicks it all the way back to their goalkeeper. Booted away now. Gojel. Passed up to midfield. Bounced around now by the Sting. Alley. Kicks it back and forth. Looped up to Martin. Martin surrounded by Saints. Picked up by St. Clair. Moved around Pava. Having to try and defend Zatoli. Zatoli sprints around one attempt and knocked out on the second chance. And another opportunity coming up here from the corner. For those just tuning in, 3-2 Seneca is your score line. Just past 52 minutes into the match. The bronze medal. St. Clair looking for their first medal since 2000 when they won the silver. Seneca looking for back-to-back bronze medals. Kicked on through the box, headed away. Chased after by Junior. Out of touch it goes. Junior quickly knocks it down after the throw-in. Falling down to the turf, Pollard. Sting now with it again. Spittle. Picked off again by St. Clair. Moved up Magelli. Passed up to Mendonca. Mendonca trying to round the corner. Moved to the box. Seneca comes up with it. St. Clair has picked up their shot totals in the second half. They are now out shooting Seneca as another whistle. Two different Sting tumble down. And this leads to a free kick chance for the Sting. Pass to the other side towards Alley. Just able to track it down before it goes out of touch. Around midfield. Move to Alley. Pass back and forth. Alley. Now the Pied Piper of passes. Instead it bounces off of Spittle's back foot. St. Clair back with it. Bounces off Junior. Pava. Passed up Pollard. Pollard tries to float it up towards Junior. Headed away by Seneca. Headed back. Moved up towards Junior. Headed a third time. Kicked away in the fourth chance. Moved all the way down the field towards Griffith. And another free kick coming. St. Clair working quickly towards the box. Headed away again by the Sting. A second header. A third header. Picked up by Mayhew. Mayhew forced to pass it back to Cruz. And it goes out of touch. To the invisible man is the pass. Seneca back and forth after this one. 55 minutes into play. Mayhew. Off to Greyhovac. Greyhovac. To Pollard. To Greyhovac. Trying to kick it across towards Pava. Instead having a battle from behind. Cruz. Has a bit of space to work with. Now pass along to nobody yet again. Out of touch. Goal kick. Couple big mistakes in a row. The goal kick opportunity coming up. We mentioned some of the All-Stars. St. Clair's side. there were two West All-Stars, Evan Mendonca, Jonathan Rondinelli. Rondinelli has not seen time at the goalkeeping spot this season for the postseason for this tournament, though. Mendonca, a great pass from Kojal. Off to Majali. Majali with a chance. And offsides is the call. Seneca quickly kicks it back away. St. Clair gets it back. Pava tries it again with Junior. Junior with a chance. Back and forth. Pass to Pollard. Broken away by Seneca. Martin working to pass it back around. Floats it up towards midfield. Knocked down and battled around by Griffith. And another whistle as Griffith is down. Free kick coming up. Griffith down on the field. Rashad Griffith, a first-year player from Trinidad and Tobago. Once those two were able to sub in. And now a card. So St. Clair free kick. Yellow card appears to be direction of Seneca. Back underway with this going out of touch for a goal kick. In the regular season, for reference sake, 16 yellow cards were credited in the direction of Seneca. They picked up one red card during the regular season as well. Meanwhile, out of touch. Throw-in coming up. Approaching the 60th minute of play here in Windsor. Seneca still up 3-2 in the bronze medal match. St. Clair quickly picking it up in their own territory. Seneca trying to surround them. Floated around and picked up this time. Minoko and out of touch. Here, a quick throw in from Bartholomew. Over top of St. Clair Saint. Bounced around. Minoko just keeps it along the line. Tries to tightrope it around and knocked out of touch. This appears to be a corner coming. He'll be on the near side corner. Seneca has been very quiet on the shot charts for the second half. 7 shots total. Off it way it goes, and over top everyone. It goes out of touch to the banner. St. Clair quickly trying to take advantage of the positioning of Seneca. Knocked off the ball is Junior. Seneca now gets the chance to reset. Sting make a major mistake. Pava floats it off a Saint. Pollard kicks it up. Headed by Majali. Kick back and out of touch for a corner kick. The initial pass appeared to be heading towards the way of Minoko or Bartholomew, and instead leads to a corner kick chance for St. Clair after a bunch of tap-arounds. Plenty of traffic scattered about the box. And there is a St. Clair Saint down, hence the reason for a stoppage here. Also, correction to give, McGlenn has been credited with one of the goals for Seneca, Zatoli with 2 in total. Greholvac scored for St. Clair in the 42nd minute via penalty kick. Mendonca the 49th minute to get them within 1. The player being brought to the sideline, meanwhile, is Noel Jr., the second-year player from Brazil, who was amongst one of the main contributors in the regular season for St. Clair. So another sub coming in as that one sails in. A dive. What a stop. Drury again kicks it away. Coming in is Rodi Mazloum as a result of that stoppage. As now Seneca tries to stop the momentum swing from St. Clair. Flip back and forth. Spittle. Spittle with the speed. Spittle with the chance. The dive. Kojo with the stop. Kojo now calls for space. Third credited save for Kojo this match. Flipped up into the sky. And over top a couple Sting players. Seneca still comes up with it. Kicked around a few times. Now towards midfield. Spittle. A great chance. 3-on-4. Through the box. The shot. Knocked out of touch by a couple Saints. Now a corner kick situation coming up. So we've seen one corner kick leading to a goal today. There were 32 for Seneca in the regular season. This time, it's Martin taking the kick. The midfielder resets a second time. And they elect to just pass it. Move back to Martin. Trying to work around. Lots of traffic. Shot. And now it's still a live ball. A defender for St. Clair knocked it down. Pollard can't keep it in touch. Two different Saints were right in front of the shot and were just able to knock it down from Seneca to prevent expanding the gap. Now the Sting forced to retreat back. Alley to Spittle. Spittle trying to break open for space with Zatoli. Zatoli has it bounce off him and rolls out of touch. Goal kick coming up, approaching the 65th minute. Shot totals are now tied up at 9 apiece after that corner kick situation. Combined 9 saves with 5 from Seneca, 4 from St. Clair now. Couple substitutions also coming in from the Sting sideline. Once those substitutions, one of the players who came around this time yesterday, Tyler Cleghorn. This one headed by Martin. Pass now to Toniolo. And one player takes a tumble at Spittle. And another yellow card, this one towards St. Clair. Three yellow cards apiece now. As a result of that contact. So a free kick coming up for Seneca. Dylan Hayes within the range for that yellow card this time. Spittle has it passed by him and a quick whistle, and Ali will have to reset this one. Trying it again. Spittle to Ali. To Spittle. Spittle now zips it around. Zatoli. Zatoli gets knocked down. Couple Saints speed away from the scene. Trying to dart around, Tansella down. Martin draws more contact and another whistle. Free kick St. Clair from Hayes. Roll back along the sideline. Moved up forward by St. Clair. Along the side. Mazloum passing out of the pressure. Spittle knocks it out of touch. And they're throwing for the Saints. Bounced around. Now on the side. A kicking game. Now sliding down. Caught by the goalkeeper. Off the bounce. Kicked up to the sky by Seneca. Headed down by Mayhew. Floated up again by the Sting. Hayes tries to chase it down with Cleghorn. Cleghorn now tied up with Hayes. Knocks down Hayes. And another free kick situation. Long boot this time. Over top the head of Michelli. All the way down to the goalkeeper as Pollard nearly makes contact. Pass to Gruel after that. Zipped along to midfield. Pollard trying to trap him. Moved back by the Sting. Now Mendonca trying to dance around and battle around with them. Infante. Move back again. Gruel. Gruel. With the long pass headed away by St. Clair. Picked up for the rush. Martin. Passed ahead. Minoko. The chance. Through the shot. No. And out of touch it goes. Cleghorn. Cleghorn with a good chance there through the heart of the box. Cleghorn had 2 goals in the regular season. Can't add to that with his postseason totals. Infante. Martin to the fans. Out of touch. Throw in by St. Clair. Quickly floated up for Mendonca. Mendonca to Pollard. Pollard dances around. Bounces off the wickets. Tencella with that deflection as that rolls all the way towards midfield. Now knocked out of touch. That bounced off of St. Clair Saint last. Remember, when it comes to today's action, there is gold medal hardware to be handed out later on today. George Brown, Humber. That starts 4 p.m. Eastern. This one sees the pass up the field. Meanwhile, a chance. The shot deflected away by Kojal. A second chance for Seneca. The shot scores. And a huge goal for the Seneca Sting. And the disappointment from St. Clair is prevalent. A huge goal makes it 4-2. Nick Spittle lead the charge for that opportunity. Spittle was the leading scorer for Seneca in the regular season with 5 goals. And now, that gives Seneca some insurance space. A substitution after the goal as well coming. Seneca has just subbed out Martin. Coming back into the match, McGlenn. Back and forth, Seneca picking it back up. Infante. Now it's Minoko. Chased down by St. Clair. Mendonca with the pass to Pollard. Pollard now trying to find the corner around Infante and does. Working now with Majali and another whistle. Free kick. And a quick yellow card straight towards Infante. That was a quick sprint that time from the referee, Vasseldeek. So Pollard will take the free kick opportunity with 20 minutes to play in this bronze medal match. Seneca leads 4-2 over St. Clair. The free kick headed around, headed a second time, past Mendonca. Mendonca passes with his back foot. Move back to Pollard. Pollard forced to retreat back. Passed all the way back to the goalkeeper. Forced to pass it with a ton of pressure this time. Kojal. He sprints as McGlenn tries to charge ahead. Moved up towards the crease and kicked back out. Loop back around with all of this as well. Keep in mind, there were two different McGlenns. It should be worth noting. Eric McGlenn, you may have noticed, very similar look. Number 10s, Marcus McGlenn. Meanwhile, out of touch. Either way we go. Headed down by St. Clair. Kicked up by Seneca. Eric McGlenn tries to move it ahead. Instead forced to loop back. St. Clair goes on for it instead. Mundunka tries to get a quick shot. Quickly dived on top of by Gereri. 11 shot total, 7th save. This 4-2 matchup. Booted up to midfield. Bounced around the side. St. Clair. Treating out of it. Masloom. Masloom, the long pass intercepted. Slide tackle back by Masloom. Picked back up by the Sting. Moved up now for Eric McGlenn. Eric McGlenn passed through traffic. Bounced back to Mendonca. Mendonca trying to run to open space. He gets the pass. Infante slides it away from him. Out of touch it goes. St. Clair with the quick throw in. Jackson Cruz throwing it in now as it bounces back to Cruz. Pass along to Majali. Running towards space is Pollard. Knocked on down is Pava. Moved ahead by Tansella. Spittle uses his speed to cut right. Still cutting right and knocked out a touch. St. Clair throw in is the ruling. And their substitution coming, St. Clair. Hayes will come out of the match here. And Hayes is visibly frustrated, it's worth noting, on the sideline. As his sub comes in, Hayes, when he came off the turf, threw down the substitution bib. This ball passed back to the Seneca goalkeeper. Moved up to Ali. The substitution, some seen Severino. See this one sail out of touch. Since the substitution in, Jackson Cruz has been very active in this match. Back and forth around, and so far, 3 different goal scores, 4 total goals for Seneca, 4-2 after the goal in the 68th minute. This sails out of touch over the woodwork and past a couple Seneca players stretching on the sideline. A quick goal kick from St. Clair. Loaded on back and zipped on by. Ursa Fogel. Moved back along the sideline by St. Clair. Up towards the middle field. Mendonca getting fancy with it. Infante trying to top him. Seneca still comes up with it regardless. Approaching 15 minutes to go in the bronze medal matchup between St. Clair and Seneca. Seneca looking to hold on to win back-to-back bronze medals. Spittle sees it knocked out of touch again. Throw-in coming up from Seneca. They will swap who will throw in for this one. The quick swap sees the quick throw for another attack chance. Seneca looking for the icing on top of the cherry cake. The quick shot dived on top of by Kogel. Kogel with the big boot. Bounces its way off the head of the goalkeeper. And defenders, that goes out of touch. A bit of a discussion, Majali talking with Toniolo. Changing it now to a free kick scenario. And our substitution waiting in the wings for St. Clair. Wait to see which player will substitute out. There is still a few discussions coming into play. See right in the backdrop, that pink bib from the St. Clair Saint waiting to come into the match. That substitution will have to wait, though, the conclusion of this kick. Headed away by Fogel. Picked up off the bounce, Pava. Now alongside the benches. Moved on back. Greyholvac has it picked off. Moved up to Greyholvac still. Greyholvac flips it by the Sting. Picked up instead by Infante. Pass down the field for a chance. An attack, a quick pass. No one there to pick it up, though. Mayhew able to get it out of the box. Now St. Clair dribbles it up. Kicked up now. It's again Pollard. Moved up for the attack for St. Clair. Back to Pollard. Pollard, a quick boot. And that goes out of touch. And that substitution we were mentioning is now waiting to come in and is about to come in for St. Clair, it appears. Majali, his match ends for now. A substitution in response, meanwhile, coming in for Seneca. That substitution you've seen bringing in Lorenzo Abaglivo, who will come in for Minocco. Substitution for St. Clair brings Montaglione for his first appearance today. This one moved down inside St. Clair territory. Bounces to Mayhew. Instead, picked up by Eric McGlenn. Passed along. Abaglivo. Glivo tries to sidestep right. Instead, out of touch, the ball goes. And that lead to another throw-in chance. With about 12 minutes to work with. The Saints trail by 2 to Seneca. Infante with the throw-in this time. Pass back quickly. St. Clair kicks it away. Montaglione was deflected. Seneca, though, still comes up with it. Bit of contact on the slide on down. Check that Minocco staying in the match from that previous substitution. He's now watching along with his shoes. As right now, Pava kicks it along. Move back for Pava. Spinning in a 360 full goal. Retreating all the way back towards the goalkeeper. Mayhew. Boots it on along. Floated up down the field. Montaglione gives it chase. Pressure from Gruel. Cruz tries to direct traffic. The pass goes back to Seneca. Kicked around back to Eric McGlenn. Move back once more. Tonioa working with Ali. Kicked all the way up the field to Spittle. Moved up to Minocco. Minocco to Spittle. To Minocco. The pass back deflected out of touch. Last touch by Cleghorn. St. Clair running out of time in this bronze medal matchup. St. Clair looking for what would be their 4th medal in program history. Seneca in good position to add to what would be their 25th. Rather, they're 26. Either way, this bounces its way down the field and out of touch. Corner kick coming up for Seneca. Right now, Seneca just coordinating who will take this corner kick situation. Minocco given that role here. Seneca has elected to back many of their players out to the edge of the box to try and rush in here. Here comes the rush. And that sailed way out of touch before they can get it off. Quickly, St. Clair resets the ball for the goal kick to midfield. Pollard. Looped up to Mendonca. Mendonca flips it through some traffic, bounces it around. Now Mayhew has it poked loose as well. Seneca gives it off. Abaglivo to Infante. Avoids one tackle attempt. Now Alley. Make it two players dive on down for Seneca. St. Clair still trying to go after it. The pass to Pollard. Pollard with the shot deflected. Kicked away by Alley. That sails just out of touch and out of the range of Ursa Fogo. And another St. Clair substitution will come in. There you see the throw-in. But the substitution, we'll see Cruz out. Back in after coming out from an earlier injury stoppage, Noel Jr. What a critical time for this attempt to bring him in. Gruau sees it kicked along now to Mendonca. Mendonca has it deflected by Infante and out of touch. Down to 7 minutes, not including extra time to go. Here comes the chance with Masloom. Masloom has it headed away quickly. Junior chases after it. Junior gets knocked down, and another free kick coming up. St. Clair free kick. And this could be one of the final major chances St. Clair has this match. All set to go. Two Sting will set up the wall. And they elect to pass it instead. Junior, the shot knocked down. Goalkeeper gets some space to boot it away. This time a bit more towards the near side. Headed towards the side, kicked up by Seneca. Mayhew now battles along with Eric McGlenn. Looped around and passed up. Spinning back Cleghorn. Loops it to Mayhew. Mayhew sees it passed across midfield to Junior. Junior gets tied up with Tencella. Now taken upfield. Junior floats it up. And way out of touch this time. Another goal kick situation. Approaching 5 minutes or so to go in the second half of play. Seneca just moments away from a second straight bronze. Booted away once more by the Sting. Greyholvac tries to pass it. Moved up once more, directly to the goaltender. He quickly tosses it down for the pass. Sting trying to get some breathing room for their goaltender still. Drury feeling a lot of pressure this second half. And another free kick as a Saint tumbles down to the pitch. Some of the players getting helped up to their feet there. That was Toniolo. Booted up off the free kick again. Seneca still trying to charge ahead. Floated away by St. Clair. And out of touch this time. Down to less than 4 minutes, not including stoppage time to go. Throw in nearly intercepted. Now bounces out the pass for the interception. Weeded around and more contact for a free kick. And another yellow card. St. Clair credited with this one. Make it yellow card number 4 for the Saints this match. Staying still, trying to close it out. Moved around inside St. Clair territory. Tansella sees it weave around. Tansella has it deflected around. Moved up and kicked up by St. Clair. Floated up off the head of a Sting. Moved around still. Now back and stolen. Pollard to Mendonca. Mendonca gets tied up on the slide tackle as that rolls out of touch. The corner kick was the signal. So now St. Clair with no time to lose. They're to the point where the goalkeeper is trying to play this. Kojo tries to head it, and instead it goes out for the goal kick back. St. Clair sent everybody they could there and still couldn't get it in. And now, another substitution or two coming from the sideline of note before this goal kick. Onto the pitch this time amongst those substitutions. Includes Deepak Drukral, also into the match now for Seneca, Frank Camden. And another quick whistle, free kick. St. Clair is to the point where they're trying to shove people away for some space here with how much time is not of the essence. They would trust Drew Crowd to try and kick it away here. Again, Kojo is down in along the box to try and add an extra chance here. Headed away by Seneca. St. Clair tries to retreat back. Kojo still is trying to be a part of this attack. An empty net essentially by St. Clair. This one deflected up and out of touch. And it appears to be corner kick call. Seneca deflected it out. Approaching extra time in the bronze medal game for the OCAA Men's Soccer Championship. The quick corner kick sails its way through the traffic. Mayhew forced to pass it back. Seneca now with a chance for the exclamation point. The quick boot. With the empty net, will it get in? It rolls towards the net. Just knocked away from the woodwork. Mendonca can't get it away quite yet again. Mayhew gets it out of the box. Two different Saints are down. Extra time now in effect. Greyholvek. Once again, Pava. Moved on down for Seneca. Passed around inside added time. Minoko trying to keep it away from the Saints. Speeds it out of touch for the throw-in. And St. Clair needs to work at lightning quick pace to have a chance. Seneca, though, trying to drain it out. The officials now looking towards their watches. Time just about out. Kicked up in the air by St. Clair inside their own box. Picked up by Kojo. Kojo kicks it up. Knocked down off the bounce, Eric McGlenn. Bounced around middle of the field. St. Clair trying one more chance. Seneca comes up with it instead. Monteleone draws it for the free kick for Seneca. You may have noticed there the referee giving a signal about 1 minute in the extra time to go. Moved up by Seneca. Kicked down the side by St. Clair. They'd say it's out of touch as it bounces out the scoreboard. Second time a ball has bounced off that board today. And a Saint is down. The Saint is out of play. And they are trying to get this play continuing. Quickly, Kojal going for the goal kick. Mendonca. Sees Mayhew with the dodge. Moved up, Greyholvac. Bounced around and kicked forward by St. Clair. Another attack opportunity. Seneca has Gruel kick it up. Moved out of touch once again, and St. Clair quickly throws it in. Severino to Gruel. And that is it. Seneca wins the bronze medal for 2021, 4-2 the final. It is Seneca's second consecutive bronze medal in men's soccer. St. Clair, for a fifth straight time since the start of the millennium, has lost both their final four matchups. The Sting add to their legacy. St. Clair finishes fourth in the postseason. Once again, final score 4-2 Seneca, as they will get their bronze medals here at Acumen Stadium. Don't forget the gold medal game. We'll see George Brown and Humber take place at 4 p.m. Eastern. With that, it's time to take a break and say goodbye for now. See you for the gold medal game between George Brown and Humber, 4 p.m. Eastern, here on We Digital.